How do we enjoy that? I've been making rapid notes here. What are you writing? Sorry? Oh.
You care more about food than our television program.
So, Edgar, I got a question for you.
Oh.
It's Harry.
It's my interior monologue.
Well, I'm just wondering, are we ever going to see a soundtrack put together of all the fantastic, like the A-Team music and all that stuff put together so that we can just live our lives to the beat of space?
Well, you know what? There was a soundtrack for the first series, and no fucker bought it, so they never did it. You have it. Well, maybe we should try.
Of course, you have it. You guys.
Maybe we should try and maybe we should try and get it onto iTunes or something. But yeah, there was a soundtrack, there's a CD, pretty rare now, of the soundtrack to the first series. And
I'm not being rude. I've got a message from him.
any other questions? Do we have any other questions pertinent to those 3 episodes you just saw? This man.
Actually, in relation to music, did the remix, the 18 remix, like that something you found, or did you have that?
No, that was done especially for it. The other track, the clubbing track, is Commisera, and what's it called? The Tall Paul remix? Show Me Love?
It's Let Me Show You.
Let Me Show You. And then it mixed into Guy Pratt, who's the guy who did the music for the show, some of the music. Yeah, he did that 18 remix, so it doesn't actually, not commercially available. So yeah, that was pretty amazing. Okay. Right up in the corner there.
How close are the characters to people you actually know?
Good question.
Good question. Pretty close. I mean, Nick's not like that, really. He's a bit obsessed with weapons. He's got a thing on weapons. Smiley, who plays Tyres.
You wouldn't get that response in the UK, I gotta say. Let's say that again, sort of like...
Weapons. NRA forever!
Hands up, who likes guns?
Well, I remember, Nick says, "Sorry I can't be there, chaps. I miss you all terribly. I'd love to have come, but I'm preparing for my imminent wedding." And my future wife said if I left her to go to the space marathon, she'd cut my balls off. What have I done? What have I done?
Who said pussy? What's your name?
Luke.
Luke said pussy.
Luke says you're a pussy. You pussy. Send.
Answer that man's question. I mean, Tim and Daisy are kind of an extension of you and Jess.
Me and Jess were kind of. I guess I'm a little bit like Tim. I used to be anyway before I, got married and had a dog and stuff. Am I talking about my dog? Little furry nose. But Smiley, who plays Tyres, is probably. I mean, we based that character. That was Michael at the time. Michael now has handsome hair, his teeth have been fixed, he's normal. But at the time, he was just a fucking rave golem. He was like this kind of weird, skinny. I remember him stealing fags from me and Nick one morning. That's cigarettes where we're from. We'd have been up all night. We'd have one of the. That whole episode was we wrote it because no one had ever put the experience of going out clubbing on screen properly. It had always been like, the slightly underpopulated room and then someone would have some ecstasy and die. And it was sometimes you get home, and that happens. You have a good time and you live. So we kind of wanted to get that across, and Smiley was just the spirit of that time for us. He would literally cook. He would call it cooking from the back. He'd move through a crowd, just getting everyone fucking revved up, And by the time he got to the other side of the room, the whole crowd would be pumping in the air and they'd be crazy. But I do have an enduring memory of Nick and I have been up all night and we've been, having some fun. And Nick was in the kitchen. It was about 4 a.m. and he saw Smiley creep in completely naked, with his balls hanging between his legs. And he stole like 2 cigarettes and went back to bed. He was all sort of sweaty and strange. I don't know how I got onto that at all, but that was Michael. And so, I guess Smiley was Smiley. Me and Jess were probably the closest to the characters. Everyone else was pretty much a kind of construct.
Twist was based on a friend of Jess's and Katie's. A friend of theirs from college.
And mine. I went to university.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
She's a bit.
Okay, another question. Let's go over here.
Hi, this is not a music question. Were you actually giving everybody Star Wars names?
British. Oh, Brit. Yes. Oh, that was Fade Gladiator. That's a remix of the Imperial March. Fucking great, isn't it? It's really good.
Because I've got Star Wars breakbeats, and I thought it was that.
No, it's off an album compilation called Beats by Dope Demand 4. It's track 1, Fade Gladiator. What's the track called? It's called like
Battle of the Planets.
Battle of the Planets. Yeah.
Like G-Force. Okay, man in the background.
Simon, what's it like having your own action figure?
Pretty fucking good.
Yeah, man in grey shirt.
Let me talk about that. I got 5 now. One Sideshow just released one that's a bit weird, but that's okay. And there's a Doctor Who one and 2 Shaun ones, and a big Shaun one that can speak. Thanks. There's a little. You can get a little editor if you want. Huh?
In relation, do you ever play with yourself?
I thought we covered that already.